Welcome everybody. Today we are doing Mono Blue Pauper Maximus Games. Please click that subscribe button right away. Today I'm featuring Relic of Progenitus, which is a sideboard card that is good for graveyard decks, and we'll see how it plays out. Alright, so this is a keepable hand. Yeah, looks good, so I'm going to keep. Got some counter magic, a little bit of bounce, and even a threat, so play out a land, and we'll pass turn. Okay, it looks like we're playing Tron. That's fine. Tron is not that bad to play against. As long as you keep a counterspell available running the deck I'm running in particular, you're pretty okay. Expedition Map, Urza's Power Plant's a really strong opening though, so it doesn't really concern me too much, but it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Some people would argue that you could Echoing Truth the Expedition Map to slow him down. I don't really think that's a good play. I think it's a waste of an Echoing Truth, so I'm just going to go ahead and move forward with the original plan, which is to, we'll probably counter that because we've got a fistful of counter spells and I don't want him drawing into anything, so. And he had to mulligan, so that's going to really hurt him. Okay. And Delver is a great top deck here. We'll play it out and pass turn. He's gonna sack the Expedition Map and go get a tower, which it looks like he played out. Okay. He's done casting, so hopefully this flips. It looks like it doesn't flip. Now I think normally, I would hold on to the Deprive or whatever, but I haven't drawn a card yet. So I'm gonna actually be a little greedy and go Ninja, and the reason I'm going Ninja here is because I have the Echoing Truth in case he drops a big beater next turn. So I'm going to attack with Delver and bring in Ninja right away. And if I don't draw into my second land, that's fine. I can just play out Delver and then bounce his threat. So either way, it's okay. But I drew my second land, so now I can keep my counterspell handy. We'll drop it and pass turn. And we've got a Ninja on the board that's probably going to strike again, unless he plays out two spells very quickly. I think Ninja will strike again and draw us a second card. If it does it once, it's done its job. If it does it twice, it's great. So, and he's kind of, it looks like he doesn't have the other piece of the puzzle, so that's a Signet. If he drops, I think I counter it because here's the thing: I don't really want him ramping in any way, so I'm just gonna counter it. I want to prevent him from ramping. Okay, so he's gonna play it. Cove. Island would be good here, actually. Second Delver, even better. So we'll play out a Delver, play out another Delver. I'm going to strike with Ninja and draw a card. And that leaves me the bounce at the end of his turn. And I might even play out Spire Golem, depending on what I draw. No, I think I hold on to my Deprive here in this case. And got a 36% chance of flipping the Delvers both, so Oblivion Ring, What's he targeting? He doesn't have to tell me what he's targeting. He'd probably take out Ninja. I don't really want him taking out Ninja. But at end of turn, if he doesn't play any more threats, I can always bounce it with Echoing Truth and then counter it later. So that's what I'm going to do. So, and he's going to pass turn, and I will bounce it. This also leads him to believe that I don't have a counterspell when I do, so he might play out a big threat next turn and have it get countered. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Oh, he has Mana Leak. Repeal. Okay, that's not too bad. He draws a card, but I get my Ninja back, so... And I'm not going to reveal Island. Island is kind of good here, actually, based on what I have in my hand, because I can play out Delver, I can play out Golem, and still have the counterspell, and if I draw into a Brainstorm or something, I can go ahead and play that out as well. So, Ponder, perfectly what I had in mind. We'll go Island, Island, Geist. I think I shuffle this, actually. That's not what I'm looking for. Got a Geist anyway. Interesting. Okay. Alright, and then I'll pass turn. So, the Deprive is going to come in handy here, no matter what, basically. Oblivion Ring is fine. I actually just let him take the Ninja at this point, I think. Because he's, you know... The Delvers are more of the threat at this point, so... He's going to gain a life. An Expedition map, that is what I do not want him to have, and I have a spell switch right just for him. So, that's going to do that. And then let's see if the Delvers flip. We've got Counterspell, the best thing ever that I could have drawn. So I'm a happy guy right now. Okay. In combat, go all in. Okay. Alright. So I'll see you guys for game 2. Remember, click that subscribe button to follow at Maximus Games on Twitter or at Abstract Right. Okay, welcome back. We are in game 2 and we are against Tron. So against Tron, he's not playing red Tron, so Hydroblast is not going to come in. Dispel might come in because he's playing some blue, so I foresee some blue. Obviously Annul. Echoing Truth is really good here, and so is Mana Leak. What's not good is Geist, because he doesn't have a whole lot of removal. Snap is very good against Tron, so now I just gotta kind of decide what to cut. I think I cut Bone Splitter because it'll help me get there in grindy games against like Mystical Teachings or something like that, but in this case I'd rather just have more, you know, more bounce. So, you know, I can drop the Mana Leak. I guess I don't need it that bad. And then I need to drop one more thing. I think I dropped Deprive because I brought in 2 Dispel and another bounce, and I think that'll do it. I've got the snaps, got the Echoing Truths, and that can wreck a deck like this. 2 snaps, 2 counterspells, and a Ponder. That's pretty amazing, so I'm going to keep. Being on the draw, this is an incredibly effective hand, because even if he turned 3s and plays out something really effective, I can stall for quite a while. I'm going to Ponder here. We'll go actually the same order that it's in, so it's fine with me. Okay, so yeah, and I'll pass turn. So, I mean, he could just go bam, bam, and then... Okay, so Prophetic Prism is fine. He's playing some basics, you know, which are taking him away from his Tron strength at this point. He's not in the greatest position. If he knew what I had in my hand, he might just scoop at this point. I mean, that's not, I'm just saying it's pretty off the chain what I have here. So yeah, I'm thinking about playing out Spire Golem just because even if he plays a big spell next turn, I can just bounce it. Most of Tron's threats are creatures, so I'm going to play out Spire Golem because he has no blue, he can't counter it, and that'll give me a threat on the board. He's going to play Journey to Nowhere on his turn on my Spire Golem. That's fine. That works. 1 for 1 is okay. Now, at the end of his turn, I'm going to bring in Spell Stutter Sprite, mostly because eventually I'm going to get a ninja or something that I need to use it for. He's waiting on land right now anyway, so I'm just going to bring it in, start chipping away at him. And he's actually got a discard. That's no good. So Cloud of Fairies comes out here. That's pretty good. Okay, and we'll go to combat. So I'll be hitting him for 2 each turn. Puts him on a 10-turn clock, assuming the board state doesn't change. He's got plenty of turns to draw into land. The problem is he's not going to be able to cast anything. I mean, the problem for him. So he's going to Sun Lance my Cloud of Fairies. I'm kind of going to let that happen. It's actually not that bad for me. Now the second one, I'm not going to let happen. I'm going to actually snap my own Spell Stutter Sprite back and save my counter spells. And then I will go ahead and play out Spell Stutter Sprite again. Yeah.
Lexi wants to come in.
Okay, well tell her she can't right now because I'm streaming, okay? Okay. Okay, so go to combat. Sorry about that interruption. I'm not sure if you caught that on the mic or not. Seems to be the theme today, just noise in the background. So I think he's a little stumped because he doesn't, well, now he has a second Tron piece, but he doesn't quite have what he needs. So he's going to try to dig for it with Seagate Oracle. I'm just going to go ahead and counter it. You know, typically I use regular counter spells and deprive last because you have the most land by then. Spire Golem is a good draw here. And go to combat and hit him with Spell Stutter Sprite, just chip away at him just a little bit. I mean, you know, this deck is great. Sometimes it turns into sort of a tempo deck when you get the hand like I got this game. Expedition map is a no. I do not want him to have that. That gets him Tron, and so he's going to try to negate my counterspell. I'm going to deprive his negate, so he's pretty much, he's not going to get that expedition map, so that's just not happening. I needed to use a lot of my counter magic for that, but that's okay. We'll go to combat. And I'll play out Delver. Now I can actually do some damage, assuming I draw something, you know, effective there. So let's see what he's doing now. Seagate Oracle is going to make it onto the field. He gets this, you know, basically get a little bit of advantage, card advantage here, which I'm not terrified of. Expedition map. Okay, so he got his expedition map off, but he wasn't able to sacrifice it this turn, so hopefully we draw something good here. A knoll. What a beautiful draw. That is a beautiful draw. It's pretty much the best draw I could have gotten next to a regular counterspell. I mean, it's off the hook for this deck, so I don't have lethal quite yet, but I'm getting there. So he's gonna sacrifice his expedition map, go get Tron, and then he's probably gonna play a wicked something or other. Hopefully it's an artifact. That'd be cool. Journey to Nowhere. It's an enchantment. I think at this point I just stop it with the null. He's wondering if I have another counterspell. So he's gonna let the Journey to Nowhere slide. And he'll just play out another one. That's fine. Now I get to see what he's targeting. If he targets the Delver, yeah, I just let him take it. I could snap it and then play it back out again, but it's not worth it, so I'm gonna let him take it. Actually, the best draw I could get right now is an Echoing Truth, because then Brainstorm's good, because then I can dig for Echoing Truth. So we'll put, ooh, this is great. Okay. I think I put, well, it doesn't matter as long as I keep Ponder, so I'll put these two back and then play out a Ponder. And then put Ninja, Island, and Delver, and not shuffle. Play out a Delver, and swing 3. In hindsight, I probably should have kept Ninja with the Brainstorm, but I really wanted to keep the Snap, so just in case he plays like a huge creature, I can deal with it. He's gonna go to combat. Ooh, Ristic Circle. Well, luckily I have some land. That card can kill you if you don't have any mana to pay. So, yeah. And, you know, the Delver's not going to flip, which is fine. So. I'll pay 1. How much mana does he have here? He's basically going to tap me out. I'm paying the mana, but it doesn't seem to be working. What am I doing wrong here?
Gets paid when the stack empties, Chris.
Okay. He's gonna. Okay, so he was smart to play that during, so he's going to be able to prevent 2 of this damage here. Nah, I can't kill him exactly. Wow, he came back from a long one with that. Long haul. Alright, well, I think I just end up going to game 3, because once he untaps, he can just outpay for damage until he gets the nut, so I think I just lose this one. That's like an ace in the whole card, you know? Ristic Circle. It's one of those cards that just, I mean, the only chance is I wait for Echoing Truth and then I deal with it. But at this point, I feel like, you know, he's got more mana than I do, so he's going to be able to prevent everything he wants to prevent. But luckily, Ninja won't be prevented because it's a ninja. So let's see. 2, 4, 6. So I have enough to actually pay for all of this except one. So I'm going to do it. Okay. I mean, this might sound crazy, but I think I snap the Drifter in response. In this rare occasion, do I ever snap a Drifter?
You don't know how to set it up.
Okay, so he's just going to keep putting it on the stack until it works. So snap is going to happen, and yeah, he's going to get 2 of those triggers. But the beautiful thing about it is Ninja will come in and be a new thing. So he might not block at all. If I didn't have the ninja, I would just go to game 2. Rainstorm's good. I can dig for Echoing Truth with that. So if I get much under 10 minutes, I'll go to game 3. But I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to win this here. He's trying to decide what he wants to do here. He's gonna cast something big. Maybe board wipe. That'll be something else. Yep. Yep. Fire. He's going with fire. Nope, he's changing his mind. He's worried about the days. Let's see. A signet. Okay. You can have a signet. What is he doing exactly? I'm confused. I think it's going to be the fire multiple targets, and then he takes out my field. If that's the case, it's scoop phase, I think. Heuristic Circle is probably what he sideboarded in against me, so I gotta be really ready for that next game. That caught me off guard. I rarely get caught off guard in Pauper, but this card, it's gotten me once or twice before actually. It's a great it's a great enchantment. Yeah, so it's the Rolling Thunder. I'm just curious as to what I'm gonna draw with Brainstorm, so I'm gonna go ahead and play it out. And, got a Delver, Spell Stutter Sprite. We'll put the Delver's gonna do me no good here, so we'll put Delver and Island on top. And then end of his turn, hopefully he taps out and I can play both Spell Stutter Sprites and just take 2 off of him. We'll see what happens though. He's probably going to play Mole Drifter again though to draw 2 cards, and those will block Spell Stutter pretty effectively, so if I get under 10 minutes I'll just go to game 3. There's Mole Drifter. He's going to draw 2 cards. I hope he plays out another big Tron piece. He's going to play out another Mole Drifter. Okay, now it's time to concede. Okay, I will see you guys for game 3. Okay, welcome back. So we're here for game 3. He brought in Heuristic Circle, which pretty much wrecked me. And I'm going to bring in another Deprive and another Mana Leak again. Actually, no, I'm okay. I'm okay without them. I'll be fine without them. I just need to get there this game. And I play first, so that's the good news. This is a great hand right here. I've got a Delver and a Brainstorm. I mean, you know, that's just, it's almost unfair, you know? It's like when you're playing against Tron that doesn't get going until turn 3 and you go first and you have a Delver and a Brainstorm, it's like, you know, I mean, unless he gets a turn 2 Heuristic Circle, he's in serious trouble, especially if this flips right now. So, yeah, so I'm gonna go to combat, hit him for 1. I will Brainstorm hopefully into an island, and I will put island and counter on top, and then put out an island and pass. Prophetic Prism's fine. And we will reveal the counterspell that we tucked. So now we've got a little bit of juice going here. We're gonna swing with Delver. And the next 1-drop, hopefully an Expedition map, I can just Spell Stutter Sprite it. Yep, there we go. Okay, and we'll go in. And this is where I bring in Ninja for the extra damage and the extra card. Why didn't I keep him counterspell open? Because he's not getting Tron this turn, basically. Expedition map is good, it's going to resolve this time, but he's still way behind. So, yeah, now I go ahead and hit him again. And yeah, now I've got my counter magic open, my lands open, and almost lethal on board. So he's, you know, the goal here is to play out Spell Stutter Sprite at end of turn, and then Ninja for the win. So. So he's gonna play Journey to Nowhere. That's gonna get countered here. I don't see him playing another counter spell. Maybe a Dispel. That would be beautiful, because then I could. Well, all right. Yeah. So that was Pauper League. We went 4-1, so we got a nice little prize package here. Thank you for joining me. Please follow at Maximus Games on Twitter. Also, please click that subscribe button. That tells you when we've got new content, and I'm constantly struggling to find new decks and to create better content for you guys. So please click that subscribe button, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. All right. Have a good day.